All right, welcome to web design. Um, my name is Mr. Kumershek, and I want to go through just the course expectations and just general setup here, so you guys can get started. So we were supposed to have a meeting here on Zoom, but I think something went wrong where a Google Hangout was generated instead. So I'll talk about that in a little bit. But let me just introduce myself and talk about where we're going to start. So here I am. I know a lot of you when looking at the course roster, I think I had a lot of you in game development, so I know some of you, but if you don't know me, I got a wife and 3 kids. I teach math and computer science. And this is my dog Shep, and I got Ari and Levi and Isaac. And so currently homeschooling those guys and trying to get do lessons at the same time. So kind of crazy. I went to college here at Calvin. I got a degree in mathematics education. I also got a BA in computer science. That was actually my first um, major that I started in. And then I got my master's at St. Mary's in teaching and learning. I've been up in the Twin Cities area for about 10 or 11 years, where I taught high school at River Falls. Came back down to the area that I grew up in, which is the in Mukwonago area, and taught at Kettle Moraine for a year. And now I'm at BC as my first year in the building. So one thing I want to talk about for this virtual course is office hours and what that means. So I think there's a little bit of confusion still on what that is. Office hours are going to be for all teachers from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. during school days. These are meant to be informal chats. So basically everyone or every teacher will basically be at their computer or available to talk to you. And if you want to talk to them or talk to myself, then you can either join a Zoom or a Google Hangout or whatever they have for you to chat with them. Have any questions. If you have a question on how to make your website or a question on what you need to submit or anything like that, just jump on and you can ask that question. The main thing that I'm going to be using is Zoom. So I'm going to use Zoom a lot, but I'm also on Google Hangouts throughout the day as well. So either one of those, let me kind of show you what I mean by that. So if you just have a quick question and just want to just a chat, you can, if you just go to Google Hangouts, okay, you can see here's my conversations now. You can just go to Google Hangouts and just message me, and you can just type in my name, Kumershek. Of course, you'll see it because that's my username. But you can send me a quick just message and just say, hey, what am I supposed to do for this or whatever, and I'll get back to you right away. So there'll be a big notification or a sound on my computer, and I'll say, oh, someone messaged me. And so that's one way to do it if you just want something really quick. You can also just email me, but this would be a kind of a live chat option with Google Hangouts. Otherwise, I will be on Zoom as well, and the way you get to Zoom is just clicking on the Zoom link that I've shared with you. I will put it up on Canvas, and I'll give you a bunch of different places to reach it. I also put it on the Google Calendar invite. So let me pull that up as well. I'm going to bring up my Google Calendar, and I shared all this with you. And so my office hours are from 9 to 11. So I'm going to click on one of these days. If you click on the day view, you're going to see, you should see all these different things that I've added you to. So the office hours are always going to be there. If you look at your Google Calendar, this is an easy way to just get the link. If you want to ask a question, you can click on this. There is a Zoom link right here. Zoom is just a website that allows the same kind of video conferencing in there. So you can join Zoom. It will put you in a waiting room, and you can actually type in the chat and say, hey, I got a question. And then I can see who has questions. I can see who's in the waiting room, and then I can just click on your name, and then you'll jump in the chat session, which would be either whatever you want. It could be video, it can just be audio, and you can ask questions that way. So definitely look at your Google Calendar. You can see also that you should have a little block here from today, 1:30 to 2:15 was our class Zoom, which is what I would be doing right now, is just introducing myself and doing all that kind of stuff. That should be on your calendar. If it's not, let me know. And so to join that, you would have clicked on this Zoom link here. However, there was also a Google Hangout link that auto-generated, and I wasn't using Google Hangouts. So I just realized that, and so I'm wondering if some people clicked on the Google Hangout link and then was waiting there. So I'm not sure exactly what happened. But when we have our class meetings, you will see it on Google Calendar, okay? I will try to email a schedule out or a weekend review or a week at a glance on Sunday night or Monday morning, so you can see kind of what we're looking at for the week. And so definitely make use of this. This is a good way to organize your day and just see what you have to do, all your meetings, all your Google Hangout and your Zoom meetings for all of your classes. I'll put you guys in here, okay? So when you wake up for the morning, definitely check Google Calendar and just make note of the big events that you're gonna have to take part in. Those could be class meetings, or if you need to ask questions for office hours, you can jump on there. Okay, so in summary, if you have any questions for office hours, if it's a really quick one, just go to Google Hangouts. You can just ask something really quick. Or if you want to go to the Zoom link, that would be a great option as well. And I can share my screen. You could share your screen if you're having problems, etc. All right, so that's office hours. And then we're going to have Zoom class meetings, which I showed you in the Google calendars. Those will be once, maybe twice a week, and those will be 30 or 45-minute sessions where the whole class, I want everyone to be there. And there could be different purposes for those. We could ask questions on it. I could be showing you a tutorial. You could be coding along with me. We could do some kind of group thing. But make sure you check your calendar for these, and I will send out again in our week at a glance those times as well. All right, I went over Google Calendar. Things that you'll learn in this class: how to build websites, how to code in HTML and CSS and JavaScript. We'll learn about how a responsive design a little bit, so how to make your web page look on different devices. So sometimes when you create a website, it looks good on your computer at home, or maybe your Chromebook, but then it doesn't look so good on your cell phone. And so we'll talk about those things. We'll learn how to use management systems. So we'll be using WordPress at some point, maybe towards the end. We'll also talk about how the internet works and what kind of protocols web pages use. And then we'll also look at Chrome DevTools. That's something really cool that every developer, every person who's creating websites would want to use. Okay. So Canvas. Canvas is going to be our just main hub for the class. There's going to be several things that we use, but Canvas is definitely the main one. So right away, make sure you accept the invitation to the class. This is going to be our main hub. Make sure you check it every day, and make sure you are engaged in that. Okay, every single day you should be checking. You shouldn't let a few days go past and then check it, because I will have something there every day for you to do. And if there's really nothing to do that day, I'll tell that to you on Canvas. I'll say these next 2 days you need to get this done, but you should always double check every day to see if there's something that you need to do on Canvas. So let me just kind of go over that. When you click in Canvas, this is all you're going to see right now. There's really not much in there at all, or I haven't published much. This is day 1, April 8th, and there's going to be 2 assignments for you to do today. They're really, really simple assignments. They're basically just having you sign up for 2 websites that we're going to use throughout the course. But you would come here, and what I plan on doing is just having different modules for every day. So you look, you say, you see what date it is, and say, okay, here's my checklist of things that I need to do. And so you'll complete that. Some of the things you're going to have to submit something for, and some things you might just have to watch a video or just read the page or make sure you check something off. So for today, after you get done with this video, you'll go through this and you'll have something to do here. You're going to sign up for Code Academy, which is a website that we'll use in this course. And then in the assignments, I'll have like, what do you need to submit here? Like for this one, you don't have to submit anything. You just have to do the instructions above. Let me go back. And then once you get that done, you go to the next thing. So basically just a playlist here for each day. The next thing you're going to do is go and sign up for this website, REPL. And we'll talk more about that as the session continues and as this week continues. These are big things that we're going to be using. So you're going to follow the instructions here. Again, what do I have to submit? Nothing. Just make sure that you do every single one of these things here. So that's what our Canvas course looks like. This is going to be populated heavily. We're going to have lots of things being put in here as we continue the course. All right, so quick overview of some of those things, just so you have a heads up. The first thing we're going to use is, or we will utilize, is Code Academy, codeacademy.com. Let me show you what that looks like. So here's what it looks like. Code Academy is something that we're going to use for free. You're going to see this pro version a lot, and as you go through this website, it might say join, pay this much money to do the pro version. You absolutely do not have to do any of that. So don't think that, oh, I can't do this because I have to pay for it. There is so much on here that we'll utilize that you definitely don't have to pay for. And so first of all, just remember that. But what Code Academy is, it's going to help you and teach you some HTML, some of our coding things that we learn. And just kind of take you module by module, and this will be a lot of the stuff that we do to just learn some of the basics. So, I mean, if you explore this, there is a lot of stuff here. You're going to sign up for this in your as part of your assignment for today. But just to show you something quick, they have catalogs of so many different languages, so many different things that you can learn. We're going to be going to this HTML and CSS most likely. So they have, learn how to build websites. We're not going to do all of this stuff. Okay, you're going to check Canvas for exactly which things I want you to complete in here as we go by, but it's a really good tool that you can use to learn how to code and just kind of get things done. So feel free to explore that. We're going to be looking at that more and more as we go throughout this week. Another thing that I want to show you is a website called Replit, repl.it. And so this is a place where another place that you're going to want to bookmark, and you're going to sign up as well it's on one of your Canvas assignments for today. This is a place where we can actually just, write our code and see our websites. So it's different than Code Academy, in that Code Academy is going to walk us through different things that we need to complete. This website is going to be just kind of an online, something that you can use on your Chromebook to just code whatever you want and see the results. So it'll make more sense once we start doing that kind of stuff. And that's really it. So make sure after you watch this video, go to Canvas, make sure you do the 2 assignments for today, April 8th. They're really, really short. They'll just take you maybe like 5 minutes to do. And then I will be communicating with you on what your next steps are. Okay, and I'll probably send out some emails here because I think there's a little bit of confusion on that meeting. So Again, have a great day. I think this term's going to go really well. And if you have any questions right away, feel free to email me. Go to office hours, Google Hangouts, and anything like that. So, thank you.